This is kind of a weird story, but when I was working at TechCom, uh, I was kind of the guy that knew all the MIDI stuff inside out. And they at TechCom sent me over to Teddy Pendergrass's house to work with him. And he was, if you know his history, he was in a wheelchair, so he had limited capabilities of functioning with his hands and his legs. Um, but he still had his voice, and it sounded fantastic. But I went to his house, and the whole point of me going over there was to kind of find out what I could do to help him out with composing stuff. And I went through a bunch of MIDI things, MIDI ideas that would help out. And he thought they were interesting. But he was I don't know why, but he seemed like he had a bit of an ego. I didn't know him well, and I didn't know his music well. And at one point, he said, the walls tell it all. And he had these walls just filled with platinum and gold records. And I went over there and I looked at him, and I didn't know any of them. And I said, "Oh, yeah, I don't know him." And he seemed a little annoyed with that, but I I treat everybody the same. And but I don't think I made a sale with that one. So sometimes you have to kind of cater to the client's ego, but I don't do that. I go in, find out what you need, make my recommendations. Here's your options according, from the lowest price to the highest price, what you would like to do, and I'll help you out with it, whatever you decide to buy. As far as who you are, it didn't make any difference to me. I think some people are not going to like that I'm saying this, but that's the truth of the matter. That's and the other interesting thing about Teddy Pendergrass, Boys to Men, when they bought Cajun Studios, if you look at the video of going up to the control room in the A room, there was a ramp there, and that was specifically put in for Teddy Pendergrass so he could go up the ramp to get into the control room. And they also had a freight elevator, so from the bottom floor, his wheelchair can get in the freight elevator, go from the ground floor to the second floor, and then he was rolled all the way into the control room. So they accommodated him. When Boys to Men bought the studio, they took all that stuff out because they really didn't need it anymore. So there's my Teddy Pendergrass story.